Welcome, conscious creator. This is my channel. I'm Sienavendittelli. This is new, my first time posting, and I just wanted to set the tone for what this channel is going to be like and introduce a little bit about myself. So my name's Sienna, like I just mentioned, and I have just been introduced to this beautiful, amazing, crazy journey of understanding that we are the creators of reality, and that there's no time, there's no space, everything's happening all at once. And so we've been on this quote unquote linear journey, but what's really been happening is that we've just jumped into different parallel realities. And then right now I'm choosing the one where I decide to realize who I am and to share this information. And I mean, I'll get more onto the journey and the story later. Sometimes I don't even want to talk about it because it's not even relevant, but I just wanted to give that background. My background, I guess, is I have a master's of public health. I was pre-med, and then I realized that was not the path for me. Nothing wrong with it, just not for me, and was then thrown down into the deep rabbit hole of all things manifestation, or just reality knowingness and choosing, transurfing, whatever you want to call it, whatever terms you've learned, law of attraction, this and this and that. All the same, all it is just choosing, deciding who you really are. So I just wanted to open up this channel because I just want to get this out. I want this place for me and for whoever is watching to just be a place of truth and authenticity, and not caring about anything else besides sharing information, sharing knowledge and experience, because obviously it's going to be very different for everybody else. And there's things that I hear online that I don't resonate with, and then sometimes I realize that I didn't resonate because I actually wasn't ready yet to understand that. And there's going to be things I say that people don't agree with, and that's fine. You can just swipe along and you don't have to listen, because I really don't care. And I don't think you should care either, because you should only care about what you think, because everything is an expression of you anyways. Not to say that no one's real. It's just, everyone's an expression. So what I wanted to talk about briefly today is more about how this place is going to be me just testing out things for myself, experimenting, pushing myself to get out there. Because one thing, I guess before, I was more worried about things need to be perfect. Like, for example, the frizz in my hair, or this pimple patch on my forehead. Before you wouldn't catch me on here or filming or even looking at myself. And just let me take a second to switch this up, because she needs to be washed. But now I don't care, or I'm deciding not to give a anyways. So today, briefly, one thing I want to talk about is how do you even start? Like, you're new. This is even my perception. You're new. You've figured this out, that we've been creating our entire lives and all of infinity, because we haven't just been this character, we won't just be this character, and whatever. So right now, consciously, I'm Sienna, and since I was different versions of myself to this place right now, how do I even start? Like, where do I even go from this? Now I'm understanding I create my reality. Now what do I do? Oh my gosh, the years and the hours and the still to this day, time spent consuming all this information, consuming YouTubers, consuming books, consuming retreats that I probably spent over 50 grand on. All these things I did only led me further to realize that I was freaking complicating everything. It just hit me, actually, funny enough. I've been doing this since 2021. And yes, lots I've created, but I just slapped myself in the face the other day and said, well, have you really fully actually done it? Have you really fully decided? Or have you just inch in, dip your toe in, get out? And I was totally that person. I was that person that every YouTuber that I watch that I'm absolutely obsessed with and that I think are amazing. Shout out to Eric, Power of I Am, changed my life recently. Sammy and Grim also helped me a lot. I needed that. And Jody, like my life coach, I think she's just the best person ever. Jody, you should check her out. I couldn't put her information in there below, not before. Completely these versions of me that I allowed to come into my life, I'm so freaking grateful for, because I was the person that everyone said don't be like, the wavering, non-persistent person, up until now, okay? So that's why it took me 3 years to start a YouTube channel and to do all these things, because I was way too I don't know if I should do this because even though you manifest your whole life. Well, I don't know, because I haven't gone all in, and now that I've got, oh, well, people think of me. I mean, they're only going to think what I think. And I'm just going to use this platform to experiment. So for the people out there who have just come across this, or come across other YouTubers or other informational channels where they now know what the heck manifestation is, or reality, understanding and knowing, because it's not even creation, it's choosing. Like, you just are this like, no matter what, I don't care if you believe in it or not, this is what your life is. Like, it's always going to be this way. So you might as well get on board and start making it work for you, instead of pretending that it's not, because even that it's not working, it's working because you've chosen that. What do you do? Decide? It's funny. I mean, I guess there's a number of different things that I would say. I know you don't really need to meditate, but I really do believe wholeheartedly, just because I think it's beautiful, that time in silence and nothingness, or music, where you can be still and know that you are God. Because if you're already having a hard time because you're like obsessed with the 3D, just like I don't want to claim that, not anymore, but I've tended to be. And it's, been this beautiful process of learning that it doesn't fucking matter. Oh shit, I swore. Oh, I just swore again. So, so sitting with yourself, I would say right when you are starting to consciously wake up and before you go to bed, just be there. 20 minutes. I mean, I love longer, because I think longer for me is like, I just get over my shit and then go for it. Because sometimes at first people are like, well, my thoughts are racing. Well, yeah, I mean, you're not used to this. Like, makes sense. So I'd sit with you, like yourself, sit with myself, and just, I guess there's a million different ways you can do it. You can affirm that you know that you're everything, that you're the universe, that you're the creator, you're God. But if that doesn't feel nice, you could just say, like, I have the choice to decide. You can take a second and just genuinely feel what it would feel like if everything was just perfect, if you don't want to be specific at this time period, and then build from there. But I think the basis of it that a lot of people I resonate with tend to lean towards is the knowingness that you are this creator. Like, it's who you are, it's innate. You can't take that away from you, whether you believe it or not, whether you're practicing this or not, whether you're consciously doing this or not. Going back to that knowingness that everything in your life, from this pencil or pen to my hair to the tree outside, it's me. I've created this. And not to get confused of like, oh, did that mean I created that person in the opposite side of the world getting like hit by a car? Okay, you don't have to get that crazy, but you're in this reality that comes with that at that certain choice period. But watch how, and I've seen this in my reality, when you shift so much and you only allow greatness and everyone around you thrives, you thrive, you're bright, brilliant, shining, you're the freaking light of the world, and everyone around you is absolutely incredible and living their truest life. Watch how you don't even hear these things anymore. I mean, I don't hear anything that goes on, because for me, it's about what's going on with you. Everything else is just a reflection of that. So I would say most important, start there. And then just pick different things you want to experience. Like for me, I love to just sit and like envision my life. But I don't think you have to visualize. I think you can affirm it. But whatever the case is, it's not like the technique is the thing. It's the decision and the knowingness that this is how it is now is what's changing or what's choosing. Because like, for example, let's say I want to have money, okay? And like, I have so much money. Okay, we all have so much money. Let's just say that right now. I'm freaking multi-billion gajillionaire, whatever the case is. Because that's how you should think about it all the time. And I did not do that until recently. Thank God for Eric for calling me out. And a lot of people that I created, thank God. Thank God, thank me. Wow, I'm on a rant right now. But let's say you want to create more money, and first you have to know who you are. Like, you're just going to create money and it's going to just like run away from you instantly. I've done this with everything. Obsessed about the thing, not who I am. So I'm desperately trying to get something. So I'm not using this from the basis of knowing who I am. And what's going to happen is this. You're going to affirm that you have money, or visualize that you have money, or feel that you have money. And then you're going to be like, where's my money? Or it's going to come and you're like, I'm scared it's going to disappear. And guess what? You're going to create that. Like you're going to create that. And that, I get that can seem difficult, and like, but I think you just have to rip the Band-Aid off. You just have to be so convicted. You just have to feel this knowingness within you, like, I don't care, because this is real. I do not care. This can't concern me. This is like the newspaper from 1999, the 1900s. I don't, like, would you read the newspaper from 1901 and be like, oh my God, I'm so depressed about this. I can't believe this. 1901, this happened. It's 2025. I don't even know at this point. You wouldn't do that. And if you're doing that, then, like, honestly, that's fun. That's fine. But you're going to create some weird scenarios from ancient times. So I would say then, I would know based on experience and based on what I'm testing myself right now, because, like, I have human times and moments, but if you start from the knowingness and whatever gets you there, like, whatever you need to read or listen to, do it. Like, if it builds that strength and that faith. I mean, for me, I think it was all the combinations, but usually sitting with myself and, like, actually asking within, like, what is this? I came to the answer myself, but starting from that place, and then from that place of, like, I have money's flowing to me, then that's gonna stay. Like, that's gonna be so much stronger, and then you're gonna push for further and further and more amazing things, because you're coming at it from a completely different understanding. And there's I've seen different versions of Sienna, and let me tell you, yeah, I know this is true, because I have had a million different versions of myself. Don't mind my hair. I don't really mind it myself. I have a million different versions of myself, and the one where I was still doing this rat race thing, where I was, like, trying and then not trying and trying and then giving up and then affirming and then just, like, where is it, and blah 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 blah. That's exhausting, and yeah, it doesn't like, it works until it sucks. And then you decide, what was I doing for the last 2 years of my life, whatever that means, because there's no time. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I would say, just start somewhere, whatever makes you feel the best, but at least with the knowingness of who you are. So if you have to figure that out, like, figure it out. And I have some good resources that I could post too, but I won't make that about that right now. But I think that, yeah, you just start there. You start understanding what source is, like, what God is, like, it's you, and we're created in the likeness of image of Him, which means of Him, and Him, it's not just, I'm not saying a guy, I'm saying Him is just biblically what's used. But if you were created in the likeness of image of God, you're given the same powers. So use the powers. And I think that most people are just so hung up on a bunch of different things, like, oh, that's vain. I shouldn't. How could I say that I'm great as God? I mean, well, if you think that's vain, then your concept of yourself is, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, and it's going to show what your concept of self is. And so I've experienced with this, and I'm going to talk a lot about experiences, but yeah, start there. And then you can just, throughout the day, think about the things you want as if you have them. Flip the thoughts, like, just decide. Like, for example, today I woke up and I did the whole, I'm everything, I'm the creator, I'm Christ, I choose, I decide. And I just felt that, I felt it. Then I went into my meditation, and because I love to meditate, like, it brings me joy. I like to do it. Some people like to robotically affirm and shit, and I just love to meditate. I just love it. Like, it's part of my life. So I meditated, and I was just, like, breathing and doing all the things and creating, and then, but guess what? When I opened my eyes, I had to just, this is what I see. Reel it in as I'm getting ready. Like, boom, oh my God, I'm amazing, and I love my life, and money's flowing to me, and my business is thriving, and everything's amazing, and people always treat me so amazingly, and I just look at myself like perfection, because we are all perfection, and all the things. And yeah, just then if I'm washing the dishes, and then all of a sudden I catch that little fricker coming in, it's like, oh, but where's what? I don't know what you're talking about. I have everything. But I also love to just lean on the sense of, I don't think feeling matters at all. I think you really just decide, and it's conviction. But I love the feeling of feeling good, which you can also just decide you always feel good. So for me, if I open my heart and I just feel that love and that gratitude, usually that just supersedes all the programs and shit that I used to believe were true. And then I can easily get to that place now where, yeah, these things flip for me. And yeah, so anyways, like, even posting this is just a reflection of, like, somewhere in the past now, where I decided like I'm a freaking YouTuber. Now it's just out picturing. I mean, I didn't know how this was gonna happen. I don't need to know how it's gonna happen. I don't even care how it's gonna happen. And that's another thing. Stop obsessing. And I'm saying all this to you, to me. Stop obsessing how. Do you know how a car really was created? Like how it works, like mechanically down to the last bolt? If you do, great. But do you know how the sun works? Like, do you know how the water even got? No, you don't need to know those things. That's the God. You just need to choose. So yeah, this was it. This is gonna be a free space. So just, it's all love though. Okay, so if this is only, I don't even have to go there. This is just a space of love, and it's only gonna be love. So yeah. Also, if you do want to work with me, I will post a link too. You don't need to. That's the fun part. I had to figure this out too after spending 50 plus grand on shit. But you know what? No, because it was amazing, and I learned so much that was my choice and my path, and I'm never regret a single damn thing. And that's something that we all need to do. Like, regret is absolutely such a sin. Like, it's a sin because you're missing the mark and the point, because it's only perfection. It's all perfect. And you decide, and like, even if you were to go down the wrong path, which I don't believe in, the moment you decide, it's done. Like, you don't need to obsess about, I shouldn't have done this. No. But I'm saying for what I would create going forward, or choose going forward for everyone in my reality, is you don't even need to do that. You just do it right now. If you say right now, I am super beautifully, amazingly, stunningly rich, like, you are. You are. And yeah, we're gonna also talk about how to navigate then, like, if you see your bank account like you're broke and then you're trying to pay bill, whatever. We're gonna just navigate all these things together, because yeah, that's just how it is. And that's how I just want to level with you guys, and also help you realize, like, we're all in the same boat here. Like, we are, like, some of us are at different understandings, but fundamentally we're the same. So thank you guys so much. Have the most beautiful, incredible day. You are, because it's perfect. Like, everything is just perfect. So repeat it. Just everything in my life is perfect. Like, everything is perfect. Take a breath into your heart. And yeah, I'll see you next time, whenever that is.